Do you see anything different? Finally got the new fridge. Absolutely in love with it. We haven't taken the wrapping and stuff off yet. We do plan on doing that at some point in the next couple of days. Going to be going up to my mom's house tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. Today's the 12th. Saturday the 13th. Sunday's Valentine's Day. We're not celebrating Valentine's Day this year. And then when we get home, we will deal with because the stickers and the cellophane and the nonsense on a new refrigerator. I had no idea. It's the first time I ever bought a fridge, ever. I've lived in apartments my whole life, and every apartment I lived in, the refrigerator was already there. So anyway, this is our very first refrigerator, our grown-up refrigerator is what we're calling it. And I have a whole ton of empties here. But I failed to get the scent notes for all this stuff. So it's not all discontinued stuff. So if there's anything in this video that you want these specific scent notes for, just message me and I will try to get it for you. I am going to put on my glasses, even though I'm not going to be reading anything, because the vision, the quality of my vision is so bad, and it degrades like every 6 months. I notice it getting worse and worse. Anyway. Also, I am on 32, 46. I am on week 46 of Invisalign. I still have another, I think 25 weeks to go, which sounds like a lot. I think it's another 30 weeks to go. It sounds like a lot. There are some people that only do it for like 20 or 25 weeks. I had my first 32 trays, and then I was reevaluated. They had to rescan me and stuff like that. And then they gave me another, I think 30 trays or something like that. I changed them once a week. So it's officially been over a year, even though I said it's only been like week 46. It's because there was a little 4 or 5 week period that I was wearing the same tray. Anyway, my speech is better. But I'm still very spitty. The mask helps. In New York, we have to wear a mask. It doesn't matter if you agree with the mask or not. It literally doesn't matter. If you walk into a store without a mask on, you will get assaulted. Like I get daggers. My neighbors shoot daggers out of their eyes at me if I'm outside without a mask on. I can literally be sitting on my patio, and people will walk by outside 25 feet away from me, and they're wearing a mask. And they're like, because I'm not wearing a mask. It's my fucking property. Anyway, I end up wearing the mask a lot because of COVID high. And so it covers up the Invisalign trays. Not crazy about the color of my teeth. I've gone into that already. Anyway, if you found that my S's whistle, which now they do, and that I'm very spitty when I'm making a video, that's why. I normally don't have a speech impediment, but let's get into some empties. This is a Scentsy video. I went through a container of Amazon Rain. And I think that that's backwards, but I can try to fix it in iMovie. Again, I didn't pick out the scent notes. I don't have the scent notes in front of me, but Amazon Rain has like jasmine and coconut milk, and oh, it's just lovely. And I always forget to just warm the wax. I have Amazon Rain in all the things. Nothing else in here, but I love it in the pods in my car. It used to be in the body line, I think. How do I remember that? Do I remember that? Am I remembering a false memory? Maybe. I love it in the laundry. I just got the Palm Beach Breeze delivered yesterday, so I'm going to be starting that next. But this is very good. And when you just use the laundry liquid without the washer whips, it's not quite as strong. Okay, so if you want something to pow you in the face and kick you out of the house with the fragrance, with the laundry, the first thing you should do is think about just getting some washer whiffs. I'm a Scentsy consultant, so I get all this stuff for free and half price, right? If I had to pay for everything and I was a little short on money, I would probably only buy the washer whiffs. Because this is great, but I get discount and free and stuff like that. And you could too if you open up a party, or if you just, you like really clean clothes. I have 2 teenage boys and a husband that goes to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. I need good laundry detergent. This is good laundry detergent, but it's a little bit more expensive than like, you know, Fabuloso or something like that. Actually, I think that's just fabric softener. Anyway, I have a lot here that's not wax. Dish soap in Blue Grotto. I like this a lot. This is not a seasonal scent, even though it's very highly citrus. I feel like I can have this dish soap. I have a dispenser. So I pour the dish soap into the dispenser and then it's like countertop pump kind of a thing. But even if you didn't, this is like a nice bottle to keep on your sink and it doesn't look like you have just products laying around. It's kind of like understated bottle. This would last you a really long time. It lasts us a really long time. But I also have a dishwasher, so I'm not hand washing my dishes very often. Blue Grotto is fantastic. If you tried the dish soap a couple of years ago, I said this a couple of weeks ago, I think. If you tried the dish soap a couple of years ago and you weren't crazy about it because it didn't suds up enough, they have changed the formula. So it does suds up a little bit more now, which I like. My hair is so flat today. And I still haven't had the time to fix the color. Look at that. Look at that. Look how the brown adhered here, but it didn't adhere here. And then it's all splotchy. I got a patch over here too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the inconsistency. Anyway. I also have Blue Grotto in the body cream. Now, I had a couple of these because they were in the clearance section. I loved it. I should have picked up more because this thing is $13 when it's not in the clearance section. So it's a little bit more money. I can't remember how much I got it for. It's like $9.50. I love Blue Grotto in the body line. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, and one more thing. I've been trying to think about how I would talk about this and not put Scentsy down, but at the same time, it's okay to not love all the things. And at the same time, just because you're a Scentsy consultant does not mean that you have to go broke buying all the things, okay? So I had bought a bunch of the hand soap. I think I got them either half price or free, and it was a 3-pack at Christmas time. And I did the Harvest collection, and then I also did the Christmas collection. We were working through the Harvest stuff, and I think it was Cider Mill hand soap. Anyway, my husband says to me, I need to talk to you. And I said, okay. And he like sits me down. I'm like, okay. And he's like, I've been meaning to say something for a while, like a long time, like a couple of years. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I really don't like the Scentsy hand soap. And I know that sounds so stupid. He's like, you know those short little squatty bottles that you put on the thing? I don't like that soap. And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I just wanted to let you know. And so I'm like, okay. But I read between the lines. He wanted me to go out and buy more soap. He wanted me to buy different soap. He wasn't like sitting me down to be like, listen, I don't want to hurt your feelings. He sat me down because he was like, listen, next time you go to the store, can you pick up some soft soap? So I did. And in our bathroom right now is lavender and chamomile soft soap. You know, the other kind of hand soap. So now I have a ton of hand soap. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I do have it in the shower now. This is empty, by the way. I used to just fill these with body wash. I'm going to try to figure out what to do with it now because there's no way that I'm going to be able to go through all this hand soap. I might be giving it away to my team members as like incentive gifts or something. Anyway, don't message me and tell me that you want my soap because it's going to cost me more to mail it than it was to buy it. Basically. Red pear and pomegranate. I told you I don't have any scent notes in front of me. Anyway, this was Christmas Cottage, which is very cinnamony. And while I did have it in the bathroom, in the shower, I chose not to use it on the hoo-ha because while I don't have a problem with using hand soap as body wash, the amount of cinnamon that's in this, no thanks. Red pear and pomegranate. This was a brick, obviously, not just a regular clam, but it was a brick. Came in my scent of the month club situation thingy. And they did change something on the new bricks. Can you see they have the scent categories on the clamshell, and they will be having them on the scent of the month clamshells starting next week, month after, something like that. Anyway, red pear pomegranate was very nice. I ended up sampling it out to all of my customers. Wasn't really my favorite thing, and I had just bought a brick of perfectly pomegranate, which I feel like it's very similar. So because I had just bought a brick of the perfectly pomegranate, I went ahead and sampled this whole thing out, and I ended up getting a lot of sales because I sampled it out. As a Scentsy consultant, we don't have to buy all the things, but some of the things are smarter to buy. Like things that not just you use in your home, but also that you can promote, you know? And it sounds like a lot, like this brick probably would be like $24. And then sampling it out and mailing out all the samples sounds like it's gonna cost me a lot of money, but I'm gonna make that in the first week of the month. I'm gonna make that back in commission because people appreciate a sample. Iridescent Pearl, again, sampled this out. I took all the cubes, I didn't sample it in the normal way. I took all the cubes, put them into individual little crack vial baggies, wrote Iridescent Pearl on there, and I've been giving them, for the past week and a half, I've been giving them to local customers when I drop off their orders, because this was in the catalog last year, wasn't in the winter, and now it's back in the spring summer catalog this year. So I had this left over from was this left over from last year, or I have it in my club? Can't remember. Iridescent Pearl is fabulous. Some people say that they can't smell a thing. I smell it, but then there are other people that say that this scent and that scent is real strong and then I can't smell it. I find Iridescent Pearl to work really well in my home. Okay, Sandswept. I did 2 live reactions, first reactions to Sandswept. First when I smelled it in the tester, and then when I smelled it in the clamshell. When I smelled it in the tester, I put it down. I said that the name was lame and that the scent description was bullshit because it says it has sandstone in it. What the hell does sandstone smell like? And then when I smelled it in the clamshell for the first time, I liked it. And then when I warmed it, I really liked it. The only issue that I have is a very personal issue, which is it has a very strong laundry scent, laundry vibe, linen kind of a thing. And while that's okay, I found this to be too strong. And I really do think that all of these linen scents that Scentsy is coming out with, I'm calling it a linen scent because that's what I smell. The linen is too strong. If you've ever tried clothesline, you know what I'm talking about. I am not really liking it. I got through it because I paid for it. And I need scent in my house because I've got 3 cats and a dog and 2 teenagers. Hi. I got through it, but the only way that I could get through it is to do 1 cube in 1 room every day. Like that's how I kind of went through it. I couldn't do 2 cubes in 1 room. I also mixed it with some lighter stuff. My nose has become sensitive over the past 6 or 7 months, and that's okay. As a Scentsy consultant, I never had such a weak nose in my entire life. It was always like, well, I don't know if you would call it a weak nose. Scent sensitivity, I'm really sensitive these days. It might change, it might not, I don't know. Oh my God. Speaking of sensitive and ick, Mocha Doodle, hate it. I had to sample this one out. I don't throw away wax ever, ever. I have a big fat customer base. There's no reason for me to ever throw away wax. And if I send my customers something that they don't like, then they can throw it away. Mocha Doodle can kiss my ass. I hated it. The first time I warmed it, I loved it. But it's like a coffee chocolate thing. I don't even know why I would like it. And Pillow Time. Pillow Time was the one that kept me up. Do you remember that? I'm going to link the video over here, wherever, whatever. The first time I warmed Pillow Time, it kept me up all night long. I put 3 cubes in my bedroom, and at 2:30 in the morning, I had to shut off the warmers because it was so, was it floral? Yeah. I think there's peony in it or something. I don't know. Peony. Yeah. Pillow Time. Pillow Talk, Pillow Time. No, that's a big fat no from me. Anyway, so out of the wax, I like these 3. I just can't take the Sandswept too strong. And then I am a Blue Grotto fan, obviously. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the 5 things of hand soap that I have. And then this is empty, so I can now throw all this stuff away. If you have any questions about anything, get in touch with me. My hair is so flat. It looks so bad. I'm going up to my parents' house, like I said, this weekend. Maybe my mom will cut my hair. I don't know. If you have any questions about anything, get in touch with me. You can go to metallicamom.scentsy.us or metallicamom.com. I've been asked that question a lot. Like, what's the difference between metallicamom.com and metallicamom.scentsy.us? The landing page at metallicamom.com, everything that you click is going to bring you to metallicamom.scentsy.us. But if you go to metallicamom.com, not the Scentsy website, the landing page, there's a menu, and then you can go to the scent reviews that I have and specials and all that kind of stuff. You can also talk to me in the lower right-hand corner. If you go to metallicamom.com and you go to the lower right-hand corner, you're going to see a little speech bubble there. Hit it. If you hit that, I'm going to get a ping on my phone and we can chat. Truth. That feature has been there for a long time. Not a lot of people use it, but sometimes people do. Sometimes people use that instead of texting me personally, which is fine. It's the same speed to get to me. 15 minutes in. What the hell? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.